Good day, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm Kathy W. So happy that you stopped by, and thank you for being with me today on September 20th. I hope everyone has had a good week. Warm welcome to Yarn with Heart. Let's all grab our cup and chat, because if you're a person who loves yarn, loves to knit, loves to crochet, or any of those three, I'm so happy that you're here. So just today, just to let you know, I have a bit of a different question this week. If I'm thinking about starting a make-along next month, would you be interested in something new? It would be about using stash yarn or minis from your stash, maybe scrap yarn, I would say. I would choose a color of the month, and then you can pick something new that you would like to learn. A small item that you would like to make using a bit of that color. It could be a new stitch or a new technique or using a new tool or a new yarny craft. If at least 5 people would like to join me in trying this make-along, I'm happy to give it a try. It would be starting on the first Friday in October, and I would try a slideshow with your finished items early in November. So what do you think? Yeah. And of course, my answer to the question is 100% yes. I really like make-alongs, and I love learning new things, so I'm totally in. Plus, for me, learning to do a slideshow and learning how to host a make-along will be a fun adventure. Last week, I was at an online knitting summit, and there were some new techniques that were talked about that I'm looking forward to trying, like mosaic and cables and a few more things. And this make-along would be a great way for me to try out some of those things. And much thanks to the viewer who suggested the idea of incorporating stash yarn and minis, scrap yarn and minis into a make-along. I really do appreciate you sharing this, and I'm so grateful that you said I could plan with this idea. I really hope you are listening, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate you offering your idea. So it would be fun to hear from all of you in the comments. Would you be interested in joining a make-along like this? Probably called something new, making something new with scraps and minis. So today I will be chatting with you about one finished item, a shawl, exciting news about my first knit sweater, and I will be opening the last Aberdeen Mystery Bag. At the end of the video, a quick roundup of my goals from last year. So this is my 1 year at YouTube. So I'm going to see, am I on track? Have I met them? And that includes some Ravelry updates. Did I get them all entered in time? Next week, I hope to have updates about my first knit sweater, another crochet shawl, and maybe pictures from Sally, the coordinator of Casting Off the Cold, as I bring her my donations in bags. So I'll see if that's possible. So thank you so much, everyone, for the likes, comments, and for sharing my channel. If you'd like to subscribe and ring the notification bell, you won't miss the next video on September 27th. So let's get started by sharing the finished item, which is a granny merge shawl. The crochet tutorial that I followed was by a YouTube by Fiber Spider. I used a 7mm hook, and the yarn I used was Karen Colorama Halo. Perfect phasing in colors sea and sky. So there we go, there's the finished shawl. It's quite a nice size, and there's the stitch pattern. This is another of the shawls. I'm a little late to the party making this shawl. I loved making it. This one will be donated, and a lot of people have made this shawl. This is the first time I've made one, and I really enjoyed the pattern, and I did enjoy making it. So it's quite a nice size. It did take the whole cake, pretty much the whole cake. I wish I would have bought more of this this particular yarn when it was on sale at Mary Maxim. They don't have any left, and I regret that I didn't buy more. This is how much that I had left, and yeah, one of those cakes made the entire shawl. So that was quite good. If I see it ever again on a good price like that, I'm going to purchase more of those. Now for my work in progress, I did start my sweater. I have to say I'm a bit behind on my make-alongs for Judy's Creations in Crochet and for Rosanna. Both of my make-alongs are behind because I really got excited about my sweater. I found this pattern. It's called Step by Step Sweater. It's by Florence Miller from Handmade by Florence. I'm using Lion Brand Pound of Love in the color Cherry. There we go. And for the ribbing, I used a 5mm needles, and now I've switched to a 6mm needles for the body of the sweater. I'm using this yarn knowing that there would be frogging involved for me, and yes, this is my third try, because as I was working at this area, it did take me a couple of tries. There was an option to do a fold over for the neck, and that I'm doing. And there was also an option to do short rows, German short rows in this area. And I decided to do that too. And it took me a couple of tries to catch on to it. So now I'm almost to the spot where I can split the area to start splitting off where the sleeves will go. And I do have to say, suggestions by viewers to choose a raglan style for my first try at a sweater has been really helpful. Thank you so much. And thank you also for the suggestions of skills that I should build up this year. It really has helped me to approach this first sweater with confidence, as I had tried a number of these techniques earlier on a smaller scale, and I'm so grateful to all of you for suggesting things that I should build up skills about before trying my first sweater. So thank you. Yeah, I think things are going much more smoothly than they would have if I had just jumped right in onto that sweater. That said, this pattern does come with a video tutorial, and that also is really, really helping. So this week continues to be another busy one for me. just letting you know, I'm not, hold on one sec, my throat. I went to the dentist today, and I think I just need a little extra, a little extra water. So just letting you know, I'm not an affiliate, just something that I'm doing this week that some of you might be interested in. In last week's video, I mentioned about a crochet summit that I will be attending. It's a crochet blanket summit. Knitting with Chopsticks is a designer who I've been following for a couple of years now. She had a blanket summit last year, which I attended, and this year she's hosting again. And if it's anything like last year's, there will be a lot of helpful information and helpful at whatever your skill level. I'm looking forward to getting to know new designers. And I did look at the list of topics that are going to be offered, and I wrote down 12 sessions that I would like to listen to. So that's significant. Everything stays up for free for 48 hours. And in case anyone wants to check it out, I will put the information in the description box about that. So I did want, anytime I'm looking into an event, I'll try and let you know that that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing, and maybe you want to check it as well. So as you all know, September is my YouTube anniversary month, and since there's no live streams here at Yarn with Heart, and it's a small channel, I'm doing this with some guidance from friends, and this is what I thought I'd do. The overwhelming number of people would like to add the multicolored yarn from last week into the bag, and so here's another peek at it, and in it goes. There we go. And now let's see what else will be added into the bag today. It's time to take a peek at Aberdeen's Mystery Bag number 5. So this one is, I think it's a knit bag. It doesn't have a C on the outside, so let's see what's in here. I think it'll be knit patterns. The Baby It's Cold Outside shawl. Yep, it's a knit pattern. I can see the instructions on there. And a confetti shawl. Oh, I'm happy about the shawl patterns. I'll be looking for a shawl pattern for next week, so this is quite good timing. And some socks. Snuggly Simple Socks. And this is by Tin Can Knits. There we go. So those are the patterns. Now let's see what's in here. Ooh, I recognize this from a previous bag. If anyone has been watching previously, this one is Empire du Soleil is the color number 5. It is a KFI luxury collection, Indulgence Brushed Merino, extra fine merino wool blend, and it is 60% merino wool, 40% acrylic, 100 grams, 219 yards, 200 meters, and the suggested knitting needle is a 5.5 to an 8 millimeter. We don't have any of this in the bag yet, and there's 2 here. I think I'm going to add those, even without seeing what else is in the bag. This is what's going in. There we go. That's what's going in there today. And let's see what else is in here. Okay, this is hand-painted cotton in the confetti. There we go. And it is Rio Musical, 100% organic cotton, 100 grams, 3.52 ounces. It's a number 3, and there's 2 of these that came in that bag. So this will be part of my collection. And there's one more thing in here. What's this one? Oh, this was KFI Collection Organic Merino Wool Blend. Those are pretty colors. And it is in the color Verbena Gardens. That's really pretty. Okay. Wow, well that's nice. And now something that I haven't put in here yet, there's no sparkle in there. And usually I'd like to put some sparkle. So this I got from Mary Maxim. This is Red Heart, Roll With It, Sparkle, 97% acrylic, 3% other fibers, and I'm sure the other fibers are the sparkle. Takes a 5mm crochet hook. It's in the color Amethyst. Oh, no, sorry. It's in the color Lake House. Medium 4, 5.5 crochet hook, or a 5 knitting needles. And there's the colors. And look at that. I'm glad the sparkle is showing up. And that is going to go in here as well. There. So that's the final yarn into there. And now, if you'd like your name added to the wheel of names and to have a chance to win, do not say giveaway in the comments, please. Use the secret word sparkle. And I will add your name to the wheel, and one lucky person will win this bag of yarn during the draw that will happen on October 1st. So on September 27th, there will be a second secret mystery gift that I talk about that day. If you would like to try for that one, please do keep watching during September. And then I will draw for all the winners on October 1st. So of course, I have purchased everything in this gift. Yeah, and YouTube has nothing to do with this. Anyone 18 years of age and older can enter. I will pay shipping anywhere in the world where the prize is allowed to get the item to the winner, and the winner will be responsible for any duty, taxes, or extra charges beyond that. All the rules are in the description box if you would like to read them. And now for an update on Heather's Ko-fi piggy bank. So far, when I weighed it this morning, the bank weighed almost 34 ounces, and I am putting in a combination of nickels, dimes, quarters, and some loonies and toonies, which in Canada are dollars and $2. Then on September 27th, on my actual anniversary video, I will also have the piggy bank open and find out the amount that your comments will be sending to Heather's Ko-fi and her. So now My first year of YouTube wrap up. This is a little bit of numbers. It's not the, it's a fun part if you like numbers, and truth is I kind of do, and I like setting goals. This is about my casting off the cold goals, and a bit about Ravelry and about yarn I've used in a 12 months time. So a little something that I've been working hard at, and a bit of a reminder here that it's a little bit of a reminder here that I can look back at next year. So just in time, before sending finished items off to casting off the cold, I got everything entered into Ravelry. There were so many previous items that I hadn't made a record of there, and I really did. I was a busy bee getting them all entered. So if you see something this year on my videos on this channel and would like to find what hook size or yarn I used, you can now look at my projects on Ravelry and find out that information. My name there is YarnWithHeart, all one word. Yeah. I did meet my goals for casting off the cold. It took me a few years to meet this goal, actually. I really wanted to try and make 12 blankets in a year and 12 hat and scarf sets in 1 year and donate those. And this year I got there. I made 10 teen-sized blankets, and I made 6 baby blanket and hat sets for a total of over 12. And I also made 12 adult hat and scarf sets. So for next year, I would like to have a new, different challenge for myself, and I have to put some thought into what that challenge will be. So I'm not sure yet what that's going to be. So also, another thing that I was checking into is the total amount of yarn that I have used. That was from August 2023 to August 2024. I had no idea what that would be and was shocked. The total is 26,988 grams, which is 952 ounces. And I was so surprised when I realized that's the equivalent of about 270 regular 100 gram or 3.5 ounce skeins of yarn in 1 year. So that's it. That's my wrap up for my first year, my first YouTube year. I hope you'll join me next week for my official celebration of 1 year on YouTube. To all of you, thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your crochet, enjoy your knitting, and I hope to see you next Friday.